What's going on, you guys? It's Ryan coming to you with a brand new video. And today, we're going to be talking about, is Project Bluebeam the next goal for the New World Order? But before we get into that, hit the like button, subscribe to my videos so that you can get all the latest information as to what's going on in the spiritual world and the world of extraterrestrials, UFOs, and everything, of a metaphysical nature happening in our world right now. But on to today's video. The United States government has been declassifying, as of late, a lot of information pertaining to UFOs and aliens. And they're admitting now, after all these years, that UFOs are a real thing. We had government cover-ups before, but now they're admitting to it. So what could be the goal here? Is Project Bluebeam the next big catastrophe that the elites are going to use to try to gain more control and more of our freedoms? As we know, COVID-19, the coof is kind of coming to an end. I don't think the New World Order got what they wanted to achieve out of COVID-19. I believe that the goal of COVID was to keep us locked down for 3 to 5 years. Donald Trump even admitted that much, that we were supposed to be locked down for 3 to 5 years. So that's why I believe that Trump pushed the vaccine the way he did. Trump was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He had to get that vaccine out one way or the other. And it was either going to be on his timetable or somebody else's. So he did it on his timetable. He made it so that the vaccine was released in under a year. Now, why is that significant? Because if the New World Order and the globalists got their way with COVID, think of it, a 3 to 5 year lockdown. People would have been begging for that vaccine and begging for vaccine passports. And on top of that, they could have collapsed the world economies and ushered in the Great Reset. And even more so, probably, their one world religion, because they had people on lockdown not being able to go to church, but you could sure go to a liquor store or a BLM protest or an Antifa rally. COVID would give you an exemption if you went to one of them. But going to church, no. You got to go to jail if you go to church. So I believe that they wanted a 3 to 5 year lockdown. People would have been begging for the jab, begging for the passports, but instead, Trump threw off their timetable, my friends. He threw off their timetable by releasing this vaccine before it was supposed to come out, in under a year. So now it's out, but people haven't really been feeling the full effects that they wanted people to feel from COVID. So people, obviously, they're having a difficult time trying to vax people, and they're not doing a good job at selling the vaccine passports either, and that's a good thing. We don't want those. So, they're not getting the Great Reset is another thing that's holding them back, because with the Great Reset, they weren't able to wreck the economies like they wanted to, which is why I believe that Biden is trying to push these stimulus bills into trillions of dollars. Because if he keeps passing these bills, eventually he's going to blow out the dollar, And if the dollar goes down, so do the world economies. Then they can push their great reset. But that's something for another time. But regardless, COVID isn't working out. It's not giving them the desired result that they thought they were going to get because Trump screwed them up on the vaccine rollout. So now the governments of the world and the New World Order have to figure out a new plan to get people on lockdowns again, to get people scared, to keep them in fear, and to make them want to give up their civil liberties even more. And how do you do that? With an alien invasion. That's how you do it. And that's what I believe is going on right now. We know about Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book is a fake alien invasion that the New World Order planned in order to take away freedoms and usher in the NWO. And now we have massive declassification of UFOs. We have stories about UFOs circling military bases and naval vessels, and it's all portrayed in a negative light, like, oh, what are those? What are they up to? What are those aliens up to? Are we under a threat? No, we are not. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I have been given personal information from the Pleiadians that and I'll put it in their words, an Independence Day like scenario will never happen. It'll never happen. We're not going to be invaded. There is no alien attack coming. If for some reason the media is reporting about an alien attack, it's because it's pre-planned with either illusions or UFOs being flown by human beings, because we know that the military has been researching alien technology, trying to build their own UFOs. So I believe that is the next thing on their books. Either that or a climate change crisis, which is another bullshit thing. But that's what I believe. Could Project Bluebeam or Blue Book, whatever you want to call it, could Project Bluebeam be next? I say yes, but we'll see. Till next time.